Hello students, this is Rahmat Khan from Shiv Jyoti Educational Group. I hope you all are doing fine at home and studying regularly. Dear students, I request you to please watch our videos completely and don't forget to study regularly. So dear students, today we are going to learn chapter 4 of civics, that is electoral politics part 1, one of the beautiful chapter of civics. And in this chapter and in this part 1, the topics which we are going to cover are: first, we will understand why elections and the need of elections. Secondly, we are going to talk about what is our system of elections, and in this we are going to discuss electoral constituencies, reserved constituencies, voters list, and in the end we are going to discuss about nomination of candidates. So let us start with this chapter. So dear students, to start with, I request you to kindly open your textbook to page number 57, where we are going to understand why election through a small story which is already given in this page. I am just going to brief up what is the story about. So in this page number 57, it is said the newspaper report is about state assembly election in Haryana. So the example is given of state election of Haryana in our textbook of 1987. So here we can see the state had been ruled by Congress party led government since 1982. From 1982, this state was ruled by Congress party. Okay. So Chaudhary Devi Lal, then an opposition leader, led a movement called Naya Yush, that means struggle for justice, इंसाफ के लिए लड़ाई, and formed a new party, Lok Dal, और उन्होंने एक नई पार्टी बनाई called Lok Dal. Now his party joined other opposition parties to form a front against Congress. So this party joined with other party to come up or to win, to fulfill their aim. जो उनका गोल था उसके लिए उन्होंने दूसरे पार्टी के साथ ज्वाइन किया. उनका लक्ष्य ये भी था कि वो कांग्रेस को हराना चाहती थी. And what happened is Devi Lal said that if his party won the election, his government would waive the loans of the farmers and small businessmen. He promised, Devi Lal promised that अगर वो जीतते हैं तो वो किसानों के कर्ज माफ कर देंगे और बिजनेसमैन के जो कर्ज है वो भी माफ कर देंगे. And this promise was accepted by most of the people. They loved the idea and that's why they supported him. And what happened in the next election is that Devi Lal with his alliance won the election and he defeated Congress. But again after 5 years, 5 साल बाद जब दोबारा elections हुए, Devi Lal lost the election. वो हार गए. And again Congress party came to power. Now what do we understand by this scenario? What do we understand by this story? क्या ये story बताना चाहती है? Through this story we come to know that India is democratic and here people can choose their representatives if they like them. If they don't like, they will not choose you. So that's why the competition is increased. So with this, we'll start with this chapter, that is electoral politics. Okay, and the first thing is election. I hope you all heard about this term election, but let us understand in regard to India. When I talk about election, here in a democracy the government is run by the representatives of citizens. When I talk about representative of citizens, it is because India is the second largest when we talk about population. Okay, so here everybody cannot participate and that's why we select our representatives who on behalf of us are taking decisions by process of election. So representatives are elected through elections. As I told you, the process through which they are selected is election. We chose them. We choose our leaders in democracy. Okay. So people choose their representatives at regular intervals and change them if they wish to do so. In the given example also we have seen that people choose their leaders, but once if they don't like them, if they don't fulfill their dreams, they can throw them out. This mechanism is called an election. So this is called an election, and in India we know election takes place every 5 years. at regular intervals. So in an election, voters choose. So what does the voters do in the election? Voters choose representatives who make laws for them. On behalf of us, the people whom we select are the one who make laws for us, and the laws are made in the legislature. Okay? Representatives who form the government and take major decisions. The party which wins is called the ruling party, and they are the one who takes the major decisions on behalf of us, and the decision is taken to benefit the people. वो सारे डिसीजंस इसलिए नहीं लेते हैं कि वो अपने गोल्स को फुलफिल करें, अपने इच्छाओं को पूरा करें. They want to help people, the citizens of the nation, and that's why they take the decision on behalf of us. That is why it is called representatives. They are representing us. Okay? So we have some examples here. Okay? That is Salvador Allende, first elected president of Chile. Michelle Bachelet, elected president of Chile in 2016. Both were considered democratic because they were elected by the people and served public interest. So wherein people select the leaders and they know who is going to rule them, that is democracy. Okay? But where the people are not allowed to choose the leaders and the people who are ruling over them, that is not democracy. This is just a simple example to make you understand what is democracy and what is not. For example, monarchy. Saudi Arabia has a king rule where the king will not listen to the people's problems. Okay, whatever he thinks want to do, he will do it. Right? When I talk about China, China has only one party system, and wherein people don't have choice. So they are not democratic countries. And in India, when we talk about our country, we have a lot of choice. We can choose our leaders who can rule, right? So that is democracy. That is the benefit of democracy. When we talk about democratic election, what is democratic election? That is, firstly, everyone should have one vote and every vote should have equal value. मतलब हर एक इंसान को, भले वो अमीर हो या गरीब हो, he will have the voting right and everyone's voting value will be same. ऐसा नहीं कि अमीर जो वोट कर रहा है उसके वोट 2 वोटों के बराबर हैं और जो गरीब वोट कर रहा है उसका वोट एक ही वोट के बराबर है. No, in democracy everyone's vote is equal and has same value. Secondly, parties and candidates are free to contest elections. Parties should offer real choice to the voter. What does this mean? In democratic election, when I talk about democracy, parties and candidates are free. Nobody can force them. आप नहीं लड़ सकते चुनाव, आप ये नहीं कर सकते. Nobody can do that in democracy. They are free to contest election. And parties offer real choice to the voter. Now, if suppose I am a voter, मैं वोट करने वाला हूं, तो मैं देखूंगा कि कौन सी पार्टी मेरे लिए क्या करेगी, and on that behalf I am going to vote. That is called choice, and every party gives a choice to the voters, and that's why they select them, right? So these are the two things which are very important when you talk about democratic election. Thirdly, the choice should be offered at regular intervals. What does this means? ऐसा नहीं कि एक इलेक्शन एक साल में हुआ है आपका, because we know every 5 years the election takes place, कि सेम टू सेम चीजें आप वही करते जा रहे हो, and people will not be happy because problems go on changing. आपकी जो समस्याएं हैं, प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, वो चेंज होती जाती हैं, and if you take only one problem in consideration, people might not choose you next time. शायद लोग आपको वोट नहीं करें. That's why it is very important. You have to see what choices you are giving. आप क्या चॉइस लोगों को दे रहे हो, ये भी बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है. Election must be held regularly as per constitutional norms. What does this means? For example, एक पार्टी सरकार बनाती है. For example, I am giving you party A. चुनाव जीत जाती है and they are running the government. अब चुनाव जीतने के बाद वो कहती है अगले साल से हम चुनाव ही नहीं होने देंगे. Is it possible in India? क्या वो कह सकते हैं 5 साल बाद हम दोबारा चुनाव नहीं होने देंगे? It is not possible. Why? Because in India we have constitution. What is constitution? संविधान. क्या कहता है संविधान? That says that there must be election every 5 years. हर 5 साल के बाद चुनाव होंगे एंड वी रन आवर गवर्नमेंट अकॉर्डिंग टू आवर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन नॉर्म्स. ओके, हम जो चाहिए वो नहीं कर सकते. वी हैव टू रन बाय द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. नाउ व्हाट इज कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन? अ सेट ऑफ रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन, एंड वी हैव टू फॉलो दिस रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन in India because we are a democratic country, right? Fourth point, candidates preferred by people should get elected. हम जिसको चूज कर रहे हैं वही जीतने चाहिए in democracy. For example, मैंने वोट दिया पर्सन A को पर जीत रहा है पर्सन B. Is it possible? If it is possible, then that is not called democratic election. That is cheating. That is not allowed in democracy, right? Next, fifthly, election should be conducted in free and fair manner. In democratic election, when we talk about, the election should be in free and fair manner. What is free and fair manner? जब मैं वोट देने जा रहा हूं तो मेरे सामने कोई एक इंसान खड़ा है एक लाठी लेकर, मुझसे कहता है कि अगर आप मुझे वोट नहीं दोगे तो मैं आपको मार दूंगा. Do you think this is free and fair election? No. It should be free and fair. That means जो वोटर है, जो वोट करने जा रहा है, वो अपने चॉइस से वोट देना चाहिए, ऐसे नहीं किसी के दबाव में आके या किसी से डर के. There should be no cheating. That is called free and fair. Because when we talk about democracy, when we talk about election, there are competition, and because of this competition, people might do cheating, and this is not allowed in democracy. Okay? अगर ऐसा cheating होता है, that is not called free and fair election. Okay? Political competition. When we talk about political competition, that is competing with each other. Every party wants to win the election, and because of this, the competition arises. इसकी वजह से क्या होता है? Competition होता है. So election is all about political competition. Competition at constituency level among political parties and candidates. Okay? Constituency, beta, in our textbook, okay, we already have the meaning of constituency in the last page of the chapter. Okay, constituency, that is the area, that is page number 74. The meaning of constituency we have voters in geographical area who elect a representative to legislative bodies. That means एक area defined है, उसी area के अंदर आप वहां वोट कर सकते हैं. Okay, that is called constituency. There are different constituencies, different areas from the person vote. Okay, the person belonging to A belongs to that constituency, person belonging B belongs to the other constituency. So constituency is a geographical area which is already specified. Okay, उस एरिया का इंसान वही वोट कर सकता है, दूसरी कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी में जाके वोट नहीं कर सकता. राइट? सो कंपटीशन एट कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी लेवल अमंग पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज एंड कैंडिडेट्स. तो कंपटीशन इस लेवल पर होता है. Demerits of electoral competition. When we talk about competition, it has drawbacks also, disadvantages also. Now what are the disadvantages, demerits of this electoral competition? Electoral is election, okay, and competition of election competition. Competition creates disunity and factionalism. Now because of this competition, what happens is disunity, मतलब एकता टूट जाती है. कोई किसी को फेवर कर रहा है, कोई किसी को फेवर कर रहा है, और जो एक होते हैं लोग वो टूट जाते हैं. ओके, पॉलिटिकल लीडर्स एंड कैंडिडेट्स ऑफन लेव allegations against one another. When we talk about competition here, to win they pinpoint each other. एक पार्टी लीडर दूसरे के ऊपर सवाल उठाएगा, उसको ब्लेम करेगा, उसको बुरा भला कहेगा. दूसरा पार्टी लीडर दूसरे पार्टी लीडर को उसको बुरा भला कहेगा. एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दिस कॉम्पिटिशन व्हाट हैपेंस इज दे फाइट विथ ईच अदर, दे ब्लेम ईच अदर. ओके, सो दिस हैपेंस बिकॉज ऑफ these are the demerits of your electoral competition. Leaders use dirty tricks to win election. Sometimes people use dirty tricks, that is they bribe people. लोगों को पैसा देते हैं, लोगों को धमकियां देते हैं, अगर आप हमें वोट नहीं करोगे तो हम आपके साथ ऐसा करेंगे. So these are the dirty tricks. These are very bad and this is not allowed in democracy. Electoral fights do not allow long-term policies to be formulated, and if the fights occur for a long time, then what happens is गवर्नमेंट भी कभी कभार कोलैप्स हो जाती है, सरकार भी बहुत बार गिर जाती है, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दिस सेल्फिश रीजन थिंग्स कैन बी वर्सन, चीजें बहुत बुरी हो सकती हैं. Merits of electoral competition. One side we have seen the demerits of electoral competition, on the other side it has merits also. Now what are the merits? Electoral competition provides incentives to political leaders and parties. What does this mean? Because of the competition you will try to work better. इस कंपटीशन की वजह से तो आप जीतना चाहेंगे, जीतना तभी पॉसिबल है जब आप अपने वादों पे खरे उतरोगे, एंड अगर आप नहीं उतरोगे तो एक साल तो आप जीत जाओगे, एक बार तो आप जीत जाओगे, अगले साल आप जीत नहीं पाओगे. सो इसके वजह से क्या होता है, कंपटीशन की वजह से यू विल ऑलवेज वर्क बेटर, अच्छा काम करेंगे आप. पॉलिटिकल लीडर्स रेज इश्यूज ऑफ द कॉमन मैन which would lead them to popularity and victory, and because of this the political parties, what happens is political parties क्या करते हैं, जो लोग हैं, नागरिक हैं, उनके प्रॉब्लम्स को रेज करती है और उसको सॉल्व करने का ठान लेती है और उसको सॉल्व करती है जब जीतती है, एंड इसी की वजह से वो पॉपुलर होते हैं. इसी की वजह से लोग कहते हैं that party is very good. Why that party is very good? Because they promised they will do this thing and they are today doing it. They promised us that they will going to give us jobs and they are giving it. अगर वो प्रॉमिस करते हैं, लोगों की प्रॉब्लम्स को रेज करते हैं, उसको सॉल्व करते हैं, definitely the people will choose them again, right? Which this would help them to win the election process. I have told you, if they promise one thing and they fulfill, अगर वो कोई वादा करते हैं और उसको पूरा करते हैं, definitely the people will select them next time also. Okay? And because of this competition, people will work properly. लोग अच्छे से काम करते हैं. System of general election in India. Okay, so what is the system of election in India? We are going to talk about. Held once in every 5 years. Okay, when we talk about Lok Sabha elections, held every 5 years, held in all constituency on the same day or within a few days. Constituency is the area. Okay, I have told you. And सब जगह जरूरी नहीं कि सेम डे पे हो, बहुत बार सेम डे पे होता है और विद इन फ्यू डेज. ओके, सम वीक और 2 weeks लेटर हर जगह पे ये इंडिया में, पूरे इंडिया में होगा. टर्म्ड एज जनरल इलेक्शन. दिस इलेक्शंस आर टर्म्ड एज जनरल इलेक्शन. इन इलेक्शंस को हम क्या कहते हैं, जनरल इलेक्शंस कहते हैं. फाइन. बाय इलेक्शन. Election held for one constituency to fill vacancy caused by death or resignation of a member. Now what is by-election? By-election, for example, there is a constituency. Constituency, a particular area. उस area का जो member है, जहां से जीत के आया है चुनाव, अगर उसकी death हो जाती है, अब उस केस में by-election होंगे, दोबारा से election होंगे उस पोस्ट को फिल करने के लिए. ओके, टू फिल दैट सीट. और समटाइम्स ऐसा भी होता है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल द पर्सन फ्रॉम अ पर्टिकुलर कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी, एक एरिया का जो पर्सन है जो जीत के आया था, ही रिजाइन्स, वो रेजिग्नेशन दे देते हैं, मतलब ही लीव्स, एंड एट दैट रीजन ऑल्सो बाय इलेक्शन, क्योंकि वी नीड टू फिल दैट पोस्ट, वी नीड टू फिल दैट सीट, दैट इज कॉल्ड बाय इलेक्शन. ओके, द प्रोसेस ऑफ जनरल इलेक्शन. Drawing up of electoral constituencies, creating reserved constituencies, creation of voter list, nomination of candidates, election campaigns, and polling and counting of votes. And in this we are going to talk about drawing up electoral constituencies, creating reserved constituencies, creation of voter list, and we are going to talk about nomination of candidates. Okay? When we talk about electoral constituencies, I have told you the particular area. Okay, representation to Lok Sabha, state assembly and local self governments are based on population of geographical areas. For purpose of elections, the entire country is divided into area. Okay, for election purpose our country is divided into the areas. These areas are called electoral constituency, and this divided area are called electoral constituencies. इन एरियाज को क्या कहते हैं हम, जो डिवाइड किया है इलेक्शन के लिए, electoral constituencies. Fine. One representative from each constituency is elected by the voters of that area. From that particular place, one person is selected by the people, okay, through voting. For Lok Sabha elections, the country is divided into 543 constituencies. This is very important. Remember this number. For Lok Sabha election, there are 543 constituencies. How many? 543 constituencies, okay. Members elected from each constituencies are called members of the parliament or MPs. और यहां से जिन लीडर्स को हम चूज करते हैं उनको हम MPs कहते हैं, दैट इज मेंबर्स ऑफ द पार्लियामेंट. फाइन. नाउ ड्यूरिंग द स्टेट इलेक्शंस, each state is divided into a specific number of assembly constituencies. जब स्टेट के इलेक्शंस हो रहे हैं तब भी स्टेट की डिवाइडेशन होता है एरिया वाइज, ओके, दैट इज कॉल्ड असेंबली कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसीज. Each elected representative is called a member of legislative assembly. और वहां जिसको हम चूज करते हैं उसको हम बोलते हैं MLA. Now what is MLA? Who is MLA? The member of legislative assembly. Fine. Panchayats and municipalities are divided into several wards. हम बहुत बार सुनते हैं वार्ड इलेक्शन, ओके, वार्ड परिषद, हमने बहुत बार सुना होगा कॉमन टर्म. सो व्हाट आर दिस? या तो इट्स इन पंचायत और म्युनिसिपैलिटी इलेक्शन. रिसेंटली इन कोटा आल्सो म्युनिसिपैलिटी इलेक्शंस अभी हाल ही में हुए हैं. फाइन. सो पंचायत एंड म्युनिसिपैलिटीज आर डिवाइडेड इनटू सेवरल वार्ड्स ड्यूरिंग पंचायत और म्युनिसिपैलिटी इलेक्शंस. Citizens elect one person from each area to serve as the ward member. और हमारे वार्ड मेंबर्स को हम सेलेक्ट करते हैं बाय वोटिंग प्रोसेस. Reserved constituencies. Now what are reserved constituencies? We are going to understand. Okay. First, ST stands for scheduled tribe, SC stands for scheduled caste. So reserved constituencies, in ST we have 47 seats and in scheduled caste we have 84 seats. Now when we talk about reserved constituencies, this power is given by the Constitution of India. ये reservation किसने दिया है? Constitution of India, and that's why it's legal. Okay, that's why we have to accept it because it is legal. Every citizen in India has the right to elect his or her representative. हर एक इंसान को भारत के अंदर ये अधिकार है, वो चूज कर सकता है वो किसको वोट दे. जबरदस्ती उसे कोई कर नहीं सकता. In democracy, our constitution has a system of reserved constituencies for weaker section of people. We should know why this reservation is kept. There are people who fight. बहुत सारे लोग हैं वो कहते हैं कि रिजर्वेशन क्यों रखा गया, and they fight. बेटा, there are merits also, there are demerits also. I will give you simple example. मैं एक छोटा सा उदाहरण आपको देता हूं. If you are traveling by bus, और मान के चलिए कोई गरीब इंसान आके आपके पास जो फटे पुराने कपड़े में बैठा है, तो आप शायद पसंद नहीं करें वो आपके पास बैठे. पर अगर एक स्मार्ट लड़का या लड़की आके साइड में बैठे विथ हाई फाई, ओके, यू विल डेफिनेटली एक्सेप्ट इट. डोंट टेक मी रॉन्ग, मेरे एग्जाम्पल को गलत मत लीजिए, पर मैं आपको समझाने के लिए बोल रहा हूं. बिकॉज देयर आर पीपल हु से अरे रिजर्वेशन क्यों, रिजर्वेशन बुरा है. बट वी हैव टू थिंक अबाउट द वीकर सेक्शन ऑल्सो. अगर उनके लिए रिजर्वेशन नहीं रखते तो शायद उनके बारे में कोई सोचता ही नहीं और ऐसा कभी होता ही नहीं कि वो कभी ऊपर आ सके, आगे बढ़ सके. ओके, सो दैट्स व्हाई वी हैव रिजर्व्ड कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसीज फॉर द वीकर सेक्शन ऑफ द पीपल ऑफ इंडिया वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट. ओके, नाउ रिजर्वेशन ऑफ सीट्स इन लोक सभा. This is very important. We need to know how many seats are reserved. 84 seats for scheduled caste and 47 seats for the scheduled tribes, that is SC and ST. So we know what are reserved constituencies. Now let us talk about voters list. Okay, very simple. Voters list, the list of the voters in general. Okay, in a democracy election, the names of the people who are eligible to vote is prepared month before elections. Okay, there is a list prepared, okay, who are eligible to vote in democracy. List called the electoral roll. So the actual name, the proper term for this list is electoral roll. Okay, कॉमनली नोन एज वोटर्स लिस्ट, और कॉमनली हम इसको क्या कहते हैं, वोटर्स लिस्ट कहते हैं, बट द प्रॉपर टर्म इज इलेक्टोरल रोल फॉर द वोटर्स लिस्ट. फाइन. Preparing voters list is the first step. Every person has one vote. Each vote has one value. We have already discussed this. Citizens aged 18 years and above. Now, who can vote? The citizens who are more than 18 years, okay, 18 years and above, can vote in elections irrespective of religion, caste or gender. This is very important. When we go for election to vote, it won't be seen you're girl or boy. It won't see from which religion you are. It won't see from which caste you are. Every person has one vote and the power is same for everybody. That is the power of democracy. That is the beauty of democracy. Okay? Nomination of candidates. When we talk about nomination of candidates, what is nomination of candidates? That is selection of candidates. कौन चुनाव लड़ेगा, कौन चुनाव के लिए किसको टिकट मिलेगा. In normal terms we talk about nomination of candidates. Okay, in a democratic election, person who is a voter can also be candidate to contest the election. This is beautiful. मतलब for example रहमत सर वोट भी दे सकते हैं और चुनाव के लिए खड़े भी हो सकते हैं. This is what this line is telling us, right? Now, candidates contesting election in Lok Sabha should be at least 25 years of age. This is very important. So, the person who is sitting for the Lok Sabha election, he must be at least 25 years of age. Okay? Political parties nominate their candidates. So, who nominates the candidates? The political parties, the leaders of the political parties select to give the tickets, or the nominations are done by the political parties. Party candidates get the party symbol and support from the parties. Once the person is selected, he will get the symbol of the party. हर एक पार्टी का एक चुनाव चिन्ह होता है. Okay? And that person will get the symbol of that party. Okay? After getting the ticket. Party nomination is called party ticket. So, what is called party ticket? पार्टी नॉमिनेशन. पार्टी जिस पर्सन को सेलेक्ट करती है चुनाव लड़ने के लिए, दैट इज कॉल्ड पार्टी नॉमिनेशन, विच इज कॉल्ड पार्टी टिकट. फाइन. So dear students, for here we will stop for the part 1. I request every one of you to watch the complete video. If you don't understand anything, rewind it and watch it again. But still, if you have any problem, don't worry, we have the live classes. I will definitely help you out. Take care of your health. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.